And the best analogy I can give is to think, remember the analogy I said about the force? And I said, if I stand with my friend at the equator and I walk parallel to them and I get closer together and I bump into them at the pole. So imagine that we're in the Northern Hemisphere, let's say, and we're gonna walk past Iceland. Right? So Iceland's on our thing. So we're on our way to the North Pole and we both are one on one side of Iceland and one on the other. Right? Now we're walking up this geometry and we're approaching each other. But we think, each of us thinks that we're stationary or we're moving in a straight line with no forces acting and not doing anything at all. So as we go past Iceland, from let's say it's me, so Iceland's here and I'm going past it. So I'm curving up. So I think that Iceland is getting closer to me, because I'm kind of curving up towards the North Pole. So I would say, from my perspective, that Iceland is accelerating towards me, because I don't think I'm doing anything. But I see that as I pass by this landmass, it gets closer like that. The other person on the other side thinks exactly the same thing, because they're curving around towards the North Pole, they pass Iceland, they say it's accelerating towards them. Now, they're both right, but Iceland isn't getting bigger, right? So you can see that this kind of counterintuitive nature of imagining motion on curved surfaces is the answer to that question. So the technical answer is that if I'm describing physics here in this room from Australia, and I'm dropping something, it's falling towards the centre of the Earth. And go somewhere over there, something drops. It drops towards the centre of the Earth. So these two things get closer together like that. And that's because of the curvature of space and time. They go right onto the opposite side of the world, and so there's that here, there, and you end up like this with these things. You're describing the physics from different points of view. And actually the genius of Einstein and the real deep understanding of the theory comes from picturing how all these little sheets are stitched together in the curved geometry. But I hope that it's a difficult question to answer, but I hope that idea of, if you imagine walking on the surface of the Earth, you can see that different perspectives give you different descriptions of the physics. And it's possible for two people to say, this thing's accelerating towards me, and they go, no, this thing's accelerating towards me, and it's because of the way you're moving on the curved surface. So that's sort of the best, I hope that gives you a picture, sort of a picture of it. But I think that's one of the most difficult pieces of intuition to get when you're talking about general relativity in curved space.
Right, we've got one final question.